have scored on each and every one of their drives. Takes the low snap, with the exception of one. Here is Ware in the open field, cuts back, and a touchdown. Oh my goodness.
Your Northern Arizona Wranglers getting a huge win tonight on the road at the San Diego Strike Force. James Poovey and Mr. Ed Cole joining you here. Ed, it was an exciting victory, a hard-fought victory for the Wranglers, but nonetheless, they get the win and they head back home with another W in the win column, a much-needed W in a very tight Western Conference.
Absolutely, James. There were two football teams vying for a playoff spot. Wranglers on a 3-game losing streak at 5-5. The San Diego Strike Force coming off a big win over Tulsa last week. They were 4-6. They were really feeling themselves. They got their confidence back. So you knew it was going to be a knockdown, drag-out fight, and that's what it was, 38-36. It comes down to the numbers. The Wranglers rushing for 119 yards. They were powerful on the ground. Garrett Kettle, 16 for 70, 2 touchdowns. Ramad Jakiel Bowman, Jared Ware Jr., both of those guys, 2 touchdowns. 1 touchdown apiece. Great to see Jared Ware come back. The time of possession, they dominated almost 40 minutes of possession for the Wranglers. 6 of 9 on third downs. I could go number for number all night long, scoring on 6 of your 8 possessions on offense. But it all led to a 2-point victory, breaks the 3-game losing streak. They're 6-5, and they are really feeling good about themselves as they get ready for Frisco next Saturday night.
You know, here's the thing, Ed. I can sit here and listen to you read off all those winning numbers all night long as well, but unfortunately we don't have tons of time here on the recap. But a great play all the way around tonight for the Wranglers. The defense was on point. They put pressure as they needed to on Nate Davis. We knew they had to do that. We talked about the pregame show. They did exactly that, and then they scored some points when they had to offensively. You talked about the rushing attack, and then Garrett Kettle able to hook up with the wide receivers as well tonight.
Back to the defense. Keyshawn Walker with 2 big interceptions off of Nate Davis, who had not thrown an interception since joining the San Diego Strike Force, James. He had thrown 27 touchdowns and no interceptions before this game. But you know what happened at the end of 60 minutes? He had 2 interceptions because of that defense. They came after Nate Davis, which is exactly the recipe for success on defense. And Keyshawn got those 2 interceptions, and they come out with a 2-point victory. Back again, 11 points off of those turnovers. That loomed huge for Northern Arizona.
Big time turnover, and you got to take advantage of those as well, as they did tonight against the San Diego Strike Force. But now the road marches on. Next week we host the Frisco Fighters. Coach Billy back and the boys coming to town. A very tough team, the #1 team in the IFL, Ed, and it's going to be a test next Saturday night inside the FTC.
Oh, you better believe it, folks. The Frisco Fighters will come a-fighting next Saturday night, but we will be ready for them. 6-5, the Northern Arizona Wranglers. Great victory for those guys. Great road victory. It's hard to win at home, but it's even harder to win on the road, and the Wranglers were able to do that.
Exactly right. They will improve, as you mentioned, to 6-5 on the season and prepare to host the Frisco Fighters next Saturday night inside the Finley Toyota Center. We'll have the call for you on the IFL Digital Network and AZTV Plus here in the Grand Canyon state of Arizona. Make sure and tune in. We're on the air for the pregame show at 5:30 p.m. with kickoff scheduled for 6:05. Have a great rest of your weekend, everybody. And as we always say, 6-5, go Wranglers.
Go Wranglers.